In this video, we are going to look at the maximum flow network problem, in which we are given a directed graph and we have a source and we have a sink. In this case, the source is 0 and the sink is 3, and we need to push all the flow from the source to the sink in such a way that the flow is maximum. It is also called as push and relabel algorithm, meaning that we are going to push the flow, and if we cannot push the flow, we are going to relabel our node so that it satisfies the condition, and then we can push the flow again to the next node. So let's understand how this works. So we have given the source, which is 0, the sink is 3, and we need to know the depth or the height of each node, so that we can send the flow from one node to another. The conditions that we need to take care here is, to send anything from one node to another, what we need to check is whether the depth or the height of this node is higher than the node that we are sending to. So in this case, the depth of 0 should be greater than, or ideally it should be equal to depth of 1 plus 1. That's how we are going to know that the height is maximum, is more than the node. Okay, so how do we do it? So initially what we are going to have is, we are going to have 4 nodes. The node which is the source will have the number of nodes as the height. So in this case, the d of 0 is equal to n equal to 4, because we have 4 nodes, and the rest of the depth would be 0. Now what we need to do is, we need to start pushing the flow from this source node to its neighboring nodes. Since it's a directed graph, we can send the flow to nodes 1 and nodes 2. Now since the condition is to make sure that we have higher height of 0, since it is 4 here and the others are 0, we can send it. So what we are going to do is, we are going to send 10 here and we are going to send 5 here, right? So at node 1 we have 10, at node 2 we have 5. Okay, now this is where we need to understand how the algorithm works. The next thing that we need to do is, we have to push from 1 either to 3 or either to 15, right? So there isn't any order right now, so it will check. So it is a greedy algorithm at each node. Okay, so it will take the greedy approach. So in this case, let's say if it goes to 2 and then it goes to 3, so 1 can send a value of 10 to node 2, and it has the capacity to send 15, but since we have only 10, we are going to send only 10, right? Now the first thing that we need to check is whether can we send from node 1 to node 2 or not. Okay, so the condition that we need to check is whether the height of node 1 is higher by 1 than 2, but in this case we are at the same level, so the depth of 1 and the depth of 2 is also 0, so we cannot send it. Now if we cannot send it, this is where it is called as a relabel. So we relabel the node 1 from depth of 1. The depth of 1 would be depth of 2 plus 1. In this case, now when we assign this, we can send the value 10 towards 2, because we have made sure that the condition is satisfied. So legally we can send it anyways also, but we don't do it, because then in that case there are high chances that it might get stuck in a infinite loop, right? So we need to have a condition of height or depth so that we can send it. So from 10 we are going to send, from 1 we are going to send 10 to 2. Okay, so we come here and we send 10, right? So at node 2 we have 5 already, and we have sent 10 from node 1, so it becomes 15, right? So we have 15 at 2, we have 0 at 1, and that's the current condition that we have. Now we have 15 at 2 and we can send 10 to 3. Okay, so this is the capacity, this is the node. Can we send 10 to 3 based on the condition? So if you check the condition, 2 is at 0, 3 is also at 0, so we cannot send it. Now this is where we need to make the change, where d of 2 becomes d of 3 plus 1, right? So d of 2 is now the node 2 is at a higher height, so we can send it. So what we are going to do is we are going to send 10 to 3. Okay, so at 10 we have 3, at 3 we have 10. Okay. So once that is done, this becomes 5. So at node 2 we have 5, at node 3 we have 10. Now the algorithm ends when there are 0 excess values at each of the nodes except 0 and 3, which is source and the sink. Okay, so but we still have 5. We have 5, we need to take care of this 5, right? So what do? Since this is a directed graph, but we have made a push from 1 to 2, we can make a push from 2 to 1 also, right? So now the next condition would be we have to send 5 from 2 to 1. Okay, but now let's check the condition where the height of 2 and the height of 1, or the depth of 2 and depth of 1 are higher or not. So depth of 2 is 1, depth of 1 is also 1, right? So we need to make sure that we change that, we relabel it. So depth of 2 becomes depth of 1 plus 1, right? So now this 2 is at a higher is at a higher level than 1. So yes, we can send it now. So what we do is we send this 5 to 1, right? So this becomes 5, this goes 0, right? Now still we have a node which is not 0 other than the source and the sink, which is this node 1. Can we send value from node 1 to node 3 since it is its neighbor? The capacity is 5 and we have to check the height again. So height of 1 is 1 and the height of 3 is 0. So yes, so the condition satisfies, we don't have to check anything, and we send this 5 to 3, right? So the total value at node 3 is 15, right? So if you see in this process, what we have done is we have made sure that the maximum flow from a source node to the sink node is maximum by using the push and relabel method, where the height of one node is higher than the other, then only we can push it to the next node. If it is not, we relabel it, make sure that we are at a higher height, and then push it. In this way we can send information from one node to another node, and the maximum information can be sent. In this case the value is 15, which is the maximum flow that can be sent from source to sink. So this is what the algorithm does, and this is what I wanted to show you in this video. Thank you.